Ow, ow, my ankle popped. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina, aka Northwest Reader, and this is my third attempt to do a reading wrap-up of some sort. The first time I did it, my son interrupted the whole time I was filming. It was so much fun. No, it was tough. So then I tried to do it a second time and no interruptions. Everything was fine. It just, I didn't edit it. So I am trying to catch up because another week has gone by, and I'm just going to just show you because I got some more books in the mail and a little bit of an update on my reading and stuff. But so I'm going to cut all three of these clips, these videos together. So I'm going to be jumping from the past to present, past to present. Okay, so buckle up. Yeah, this is my reading wrap-up where I go over the books that I finished, that I'm currently reading, and I plan to read, and then I usually have like a little book haul of some sort at the end, and also just go over kind of what my week has been like. Yeah, I did not finish any books. I'm still reading the books I've been reading, plus reading other books as well. This book is actually a book I hauled as well, but on Sundays are usually my mommy day where I can go work and just go get out of the house and just have time to myself. And this book was recommended to me by Reads with Dogs tab on Instagram. They recommended this to me, so I had to give it a look. I found it at Barnes & Noble, so I was like, yeah, I'll see. And it was the only book I had with me, so I thought I'd just read it while I was out having lunch. And it's The Trees by Percival Everett. I'd never heard of this before, so when I was reading the back, I was like, it's like racist. And I didn't read too much in the back. I don't like reading too much in the synopsis because I feel like it ruins the book for me, the story, because a lot of stuff that's in the synopsis, it surprises me in the book and it makes me enjoy it so much more than if I knew already. But I knew there was racism and stuff like that. So starting the book, I was like, I don't know about this, because there is a family who are the stereotypical Southern white, hates black people type of family, super racist. And I was just thinking, oh man, it's gonna be hard to stomach because I can't read on every page the N-word. It's just, it's no. And then the Southern dialect, it's very slang and it's hard to read. It slows me down quite a bit because it's slang. So I didn't know with the first chapter. After that though, woo! Body horror, and it is amazing. And I don't know if I want to say, because it doesn't really say in the back, but there was a surprise in the very beginning which I wasn't expecting, and I was so excited about it. Really into it, really liked it. And I ended up reading 6 chapters, which isn't a lot because they're really short chapters, which I also really enjoy. But I had to tell myself, no, put it down, finish your other books that you have like only a few pages left. Just finish those and then head into this, because I was reading, I was just loving it. Highly recommend so far. But it's a hard read. Really bad slurs and racist crap. Ooh, I'm loving the horror. I am still reading An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good by Helene Thurston. I literally have 2 stories left. 1.5 stories. Hi, baby.
No, that's the office.
I'm in your office, huh? No, not my hair. Oh, that was scary.
Not my hair.
Yeah, don't do that to my hair because it could get stuck. And then Mom has to cut all her hair off. And then we would look like twins. But yeah, 1.5 stories. That's all I have left. So I better finish it this week or I'm going to be really mad at myself. And then also another one that I just need to pick up and read It's Eric LaRocca's They Were Here Before Us. I have like 3 stories left in this to read. No reason for not reading it, I just haven't picked it up. Oh, I'm reading Damian Casey's Heartburn ebook. Hilarious. It's a rom-com. And I think this is Damian's calling. Yeah. Like, Damian's doing a really good job with the dialogue and stuff between, like, the women. It's so bizarre. I don't know why I didn't think he would be able to write a woman's dialogue perspective, but it's really funny and it's not, I don't know, it's not annoying in, because some people, when they write the opposite sex or whatever, usually when there's like a man who writes female character or whatever of the sort, feminine character, anything like that, it feels that way, but you don't feel that way with this. It's actually really funny and relatable and stuff, and a lot of fun. I'm really digging it. But I'm almost done with it. It's the book I read right before I go to bed, so that's the only time I pick it up. But I'm enjoying it. It's pretty good. Good job, Damien. I'm liking it. And I am also reading Michael Clark's Hell on High. I'm about a third of the way through. It comes out in 3 days, I want to say, so I want to get it done before then. So that's my main focus right now. And it's pretty good. The beginning of it was kind of hard to follow for me because there were so many characters, and I was already trying to connect them and just so confused by all the different scenarios and stories that were going on. But I can see how they're going to, some of them are starting to connect already. So I'm halfway through. Had a hard time figuring out, like, how is this all connected? But it gets to that point, and it's really thrilling. So it's really good so far. I have the e-arc of it, and I ended up ordering a physical copy from Amazon. Now that there was this whole debacle with someone pirated a copy, most likely an e-arc, and then uploaded it to Amazon to sell, and then people were pre-ordering from that person, that company, whomever that is. So it was a whole thing, and then it took forever because I went to order it on Barnes & Noble and stuff like that, and it was like out of stock and stuff, but now it's good to go on Amazon, and I highly recommend it so far. I think it's pretty good. It's about this mystical stuff, which I really kind of supernaturally stuff, I think. It's really good so far. You should definitely look into reading it. I don't want to share a whole lot about it because I went into it not knowing a ton. But one thing that I think is really cool is it has a powerful female character, and she climbs mountains and stuff, and I really think it's really cool because they climb Mount Rainier, which I'm in Washington, so I see it all the time. So I think it's really cool. And me and Michael Clark share the same birthday. No big deal. Just putting it out there. Books that I have finished more recently. This one, I only really finished one book, but it's Fanged Dandelion by Eric LaRocca. Super short and very good. Eric can do no wrong in my eyes. It doesn't matter how Eric writes. It's just perfection in my eyes. I don't get it. How Eric can be so freaking talented at literally everything. Like, it blows my mind. This is just a collection of poems, and they're beautiful. Like, I don't even know. I'm not an expert in poetry whatsoever, or really in literature. I just like what I like. But this was it was beautiful, and I highly recommend it. I gave it 5 stars. I think it's great. Okay, another book that I am currently reading, it's another chunker, Last Days by Adam Neville. Pretty sure I talked about it before. It's for a reading book club, reading group thing. I made it to chapter 2. We're supposed to read 100 pages, so I'm at like page 28 in the first week. And this week has been chaos, so I haven't picked it up since. The prologue was super hard to follow. It is very wordy in the sense of like it's beautiful and wordy in not a negative way, because I know it comes off, that term has negative context, but it's not. I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just there's just a lot of words and very atmospheric and stuff. So it's more of a feeling than just this is what's happening. No, it's so much more engaged in it. So I haven't picked it up though since. The first chapter it made much more sense than the prologue, but I really look forward to continuing to read this. Anyways, I think those are the ones I'm like reading. So some books that I got, I pre-ordered this freaking last year when I saw it, and then just seeing it in person, it's so cute. So cute. Look at that. Look at this thing. Sad, Sexy Catholic. If it wants to focus. Look how beautiful. By Lauren Badillo, Malici. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at this thing, the focus. Focus on the buttes. But it's so pretty. It's just a collection of poetry, and it has pink pages. Clash kills it with these like designs. They have the most interesting print work, if that makes sense. The production value is so good, and like I just absolutely love their stuff. Clash is top tier. Like, I'm not kidding. For a small press or indie press, I wouldn't even say they're small. They might be considered small, but like adorable, freaking adorable. And I just love the petiteness of it. It's so fucking cute. A library book I picked up. I checked out because I feel like it's going to make me cry. I feel feelings sometimes. It's called My Body Created a Human, a Love Story by Emma Alquist. And yeah, it's like a memoir of a woman who's had a child, and there's artwork in it, and I haven't picked it up yet, but I feel like it's going to rip my heart out. I just feel it because I'm obsessed with my kid and being a mom. So some other books I have purchased recently. This is Starve Acre by Andrew Michael Hurley. And I know there's another cover version, a redesign maybe, with like the kid, and he has horns around him, and I think there's like a skull or something. It's really cool. It's pretty much it's really similar to the style I do when I design covers, but I prefer this. I always am more drawn to the simple minimalist look because I tend to over design, and I'm just way more impressed with people who can pull off a minimalist style look aesthetic, because it's a struggle for me because I want to do anything and everything. But something about a young kid's death, and the parents thinking he's a ghost living with them, and they're doing anything they can to bring him back or to keep him around. Something like that. I don't know when I'm going to read it because children death freak me out and make me emotional, but I'm getting there. I'm not as sensitive as I used to be, but I'm getting there. Another book I purchased is Paradise Rot by Jenny Val. I guess this is like quiet horror and stuff. Don't know a lot about it, but I've heard good things. And can we talk about devastation for this? Oh my gosh. So I went to Barnes & Noble because this book came out. It was publishing day. It was It was the day it was released, and I was excited. So it was the first book I grabbed, and I grabbed it, and I put it in my bag, and then I got a couple other things, and I put it in my bag because that's what I do. I put stuff in the bag that I brought, and like my son has like his Elmos in there and stuff, and been reaching in and grabbing stuff, and then we get to the checkout, and it's the first book, no, it's the last book I pick out, and the cover is ripped. It's a hardcover and the jacket is ripped. Not happy. Not happy about it. And I was like, I ripped this. It's fine. Because it's my fault. Absolutely my fault. Because it wasn't ripped when I picked it up. Can we get in focus? Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's, and it freaking just broke my heart. And I hate it because it didn't just rip once, it ripped twice. Anyways, it's The Trees Grew Because I Bled There. Collected Stories by Eric LaRocca. Because I pretty much have all of Eric's books except for one, like physical, I don't have a physical copy of. But this, like, I'm so mad because I did that. I did that. But I'm excited to read it either way. But it just, oh my god, I was so mad. I was so mad. And during that, I also picked up this one because it looked interesting and I never heard about it. The Crimson by Yusuke Kishi. Look how cool of a cover. Like, that's so neat. I am definitely a cover buyer. And then I scan the back real quick for keywords. From a rising new star of horror comes a killer read that will make you lose track of time and reality and focus. It just sounds interesting. I think it has something to do with weird time stuff because, like, obviously all of the labyrinth of things. Why won't I stay in focus? Why do you want to focus back there? So I also picked up Carmilla by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. It's about a woman vampire. And then I ordered this online because I had like free thrift book things. So April Fools by Richie Tinkersley Cusick. It's like an American Doll looking thing in there. I don't know. I thought it looked funny. And then a couple others. I got to go along with Child and Deaf. Monstrilio by Gerardo Samano Cordova. By Geraldo. I keep wanting to say Geraldo, like Geraldo. Gerardo Samano Cordova. Oh my god, why won't you focus on me? Focus on me. Do I need to be further back? Is that what this is? This camera and Ingram are conspiring against me. That's it. Anyways, this book. About a mother and her child, and the child passed away, so I think she's trying to grow parts of them back or something. I'm gonna try it. And then this one is Liar, Dreamer, Thief by Maria Dong. I think she's like obsessed with this guy. It's purple. She's obsessed with this man, and she like stalks him, I think. And then he unalives himself, and she's trying to figure out why. She thinks he didn't do it, like he was murdered or something. But and then this, I am not proud that I got this, but I got it because I am so curious, and I feel like I'm not gonna like it, but I got it. Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. It's a dark romance, if you couldn't tell. I saw like freaking TikTok. I hate it. But this woman on there, she read the first book, and I guess it ends on a crazy cliffhanger, and then she's like screaming, and she's just like having such a fun moment. And I want to have that fun moment, even though I just know I'm going to hate those. But I still want to have a fun moment. And it's like, this feels amazing. The flop of it all. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. And I don't know if I showed this book last time, but I also, with that thrift books order, I purchased Battle Royale by Koshu Takami. I know this is a very popular, I think it's like YA, right? They say, what is it called? What's the one? That movie? To Kill a Mockingbird. I swear I graduated from high school and college. Anyways, I heard like that, whatever it is called, Mockingjay. Can you tell I never read those books. I only seen the movies and I didn't really care about them. But it was a knockoff of this, apparently. I don't know all the tea, but I think that's what it's like. I don't know. But I heard this is really good, so sometime. Anyways, an ARC that I received, I think it comes out September 1st. Magdalene by Marissa Dyke. I love the cover. My son has a blue light, and if you shine a blue light on it, like these letters look crazy. It's so neat. Don't know a whole lot about it. Don't want to know a whole lot about it, but I did read the synopsis real quickly whenever the author contacted me about reviewing for them, and it caught my attention, but I quickly kicked that synopsis out of my head because I like going into books not knowing anything. But this cover is my style, absolutely, and I just thank you so much, Marissa, for this, because I'm excited. The top says, some people live only once, others have the gift. Yeah, but September 1st comes out. Couple other books that were sent to me to review is, I've seen this one quite a bit, The Marigold by Andrew F. Sullivan. I believe this is a sporer about mold and Toronto and stuff like that. It's gorgeous design. Absolutely obsessed with the colors, with the style. Again, my type of aesthetic. And then I love the extra on the spine. But thank you so much for this. I'm not 100% if this came out already. It probably did. But it's definitely a finished copy, so it's probably out already. Not 100%, but I'll get the free ebook. That's nice. Okay, got that. Thank you. And then another book that was sent to me, which I was really surprised by, but the author contacted me and asked if I wanted an ARC, a hardcover ARC. It's like a special edition version of this book, but it's called 1,000 Miles to Nowhere by David Kerfis. You've probably seen this before if you're part of the horror indie community, because I remember seeing it. I think it was right around the time I first joined the community a few years ago. And yeah, it's a zombie story, I believe. But yeah, I think this is an infamous design. I guess it's done by spray paint. But yeah, underneath the jacket is the print. And like I said, it's a special edition, which is super dope. It says, those the dead don't consume, the living will. I like that. And then the author was so nice enough to put a note in for me and like signed it. So that's like just super nice. Gripping Press. Title page. This is really cool. And it definitely sounds up my alley of stories because I actually haven't read it. I'd seen it, like I said, I'd seen it around and stuff, but never got to it. And then in the back, it has part of one, I believe. It's called Michael's Home. It's like 3 chapters or something. But I'm pretty excited. I'm not sure. I think this comes out closer to October. I'm not sure. Maybe because this is copyright 2021. So I don't know. I'm not 100%. But either way, thank you so much. This is like super cool. And then Nightworms came. And I got that. And I totally forgot one of the books that was in the package. So I already purchased it. It's The Spite House. Yeah, I already own it. So I'm going to sell one of the copies on Pango. And then this one I really wanted. Mothered by Zoji Stage. Zoj Stage. I don't know a lot about it. Home is where the ghosts are. I love the design. I think it's cool. I actually have never read anything from them. I know. Like I want to read Baby Teeth and stuff, but I just never have. But I received that. And I think I have a couple more coming in. So, I got to get on my reviews. But I have delayed. I haven't been reading a ton. I've been trying. I'm still reading all my ebooks and stuff. I just been busy the last week with making wraps and stuff in time for AuthorCon because a lot of people want to get at least a few copies to take to AuthorCon, and that's in a couple weeks. So I've been like trying to hustle and meet some deadlines, and it's like, ooh, it's been tiring. And then just Ingram being a pain in the ass. Anyways, thank you for sticking around and watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this remotely at all, thumbs up would be totally cool. Leave a comment of whatever you want. That's nice, please. And subscribe if you want. You don't have to. And that is it. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. See you later, Rookie. Bye.